So here we are Sunday morning at Mansell Skate Park. Just had to come check this out for myself here in Queen Creek. Seeing it on the news last night, Fox 10 News. Seeing it on various Facebook posts and threads. So I heard about them dumping sand all over this park, following suit from California, who is filling their skate parks with sand as we speak. This action was executed after talks began in the state of Arizona to start opening up things. Start opening up businesses, parks, and other facilities at a responsible level, of course. This action was executed apparently overnight. Not sure who made the decision, but here we are, potentially 24 hours later, and they're now removing this sand. Why was the sand dumped in the skate park? Who made the decision? And why is the basketball court not covered in sand off in the distance there? Why is there not fences around the concrete basketball area? The basketball hoops and nets have been removed. The volleyball nets have been removed across the other side of the park there. Yet the large open baseball fields and football fields remain open and in use and are actively being used as we speak. We just passed a few groups of people setting up baseball diamonds and being allowed to participate in that activity, which I totally agree with. I don't agree with the heavy hand of the town of Queen Creek in executing this order, dumping tons and tons of sand onto the park, only to remove it a day later. Someone needs to take ownership on this, be held accountable. There needs to be consequences. Right now, the only consequences are towards the tax-paying citizens of the town of Queen Creek. This is just ridiculous, absurd, and unacceptable. Looks like we have 3 government employees here today. Employees of the town of Queen Creek, rather. Park workers. We've got the heavy equipment here. Oh, there's a 4th over there, moving around sand, displacing sand that was just placed here approximately 24 hours ago. What a waste of funds. I'm really taken back by all this, I have to admit. I'd like to know who is responsible for this decision and executing this action. Here we are at the volleyball and basketball facilities here at Mansell Park here in the town of Queen Creek, Arizona. The court right now here on Sunday morning is vacated, dormant, but it's accessible. There's no fences. The concrete pad can be used for any activity you can think of: rollerblading, skateboarding, biking, pogo sticks, wind sprints, whatever you choose. The basketball nets and hoops have been taken down. I won't comment on that at this time, but you can't use the basketball courts for the design purposes. Here's a sign that the park or the town has instituted: park amenity closures. Following park amenities are closed to help slow the spread of COVID-19. Playgrounds, skate parks, splash pads, fitness pods, restrooms, and the recreation annex. All trails and open spaces remain open. Okay, be that what it may, I'm not going to comment on that. Those may or may not be deemed as responsible precautions taken at this time. I think we, as a people, do need to exercise responsibility and accountability when it comes to the safety of our neighbors. And I do agree with the requested or suggested or mandated social distancing guidelines. I'm entering the other side of the skate park here again. There's the volleyball courts. Same sign has been initiated. Nets have been taken down. There's no fencing. We've got access to all these amenities and areas. Skate park, we've got the fences up. These fences aren't typically erected around this facility. They were installed, I can't say when. I'm not disagreeing with the fences. I can see that an area like this may be more heavily congregated and used. Fences were installed. Signs were installed, no trespassing. Area closed pursuant to Arizona executive orders. Violators will be prosecuted in accordance with blah, blah, blah. All right, be that what it may. Looks like the town has taken required precautionary measures that they decided upon and I imagine voted on. Not sure if it was put before the council or the tax-paying citizens. But the fences were installed at some point in time, signs erected. Now I'm learning that the sand was dumped in the last, I don't know, 12, 24-hour period. And then somewhere along the line, a decision was made to now remove the sand after just dumping it here just hours earlier. So who is accountable and responsible for these decisions? Who is going to take ownership for this? Who is paying for this? I feel sorry for these workers. They're trying to execute a plan to remove the sand. Plan was made to dump the sand, but I don't think the process was thought out too well on how we were going to effectively and safely remove the sand in a timely and safe manner without damaging property that belongs to the tax-paying citizens of the town. So a process that wasn't really thought out too well, in my opinion. If I did this in the business world or private sector, I'd be held accountable. And more than likely for something of this magnitude, I would probably be looking for other employment. I'm not saying that anyone should be fired or lose their position for this, but I would like to know what the price tag is attached to this, what the tax-paying citizen is going to be paying for this poor lack of judgment, in my personal opinion.